Judging from the bickering that you just heard in the background of the kids on each other's case, guys, like these are 3 people and I'm only 1 person and I have to be a mediator. Like, it's a lot. So you can just judge by just what you have seen, that this video is about motherhood, it's about being a mom and everything. So I'm doing a hardest thing and stuff. What is it called? It's called a hardest thing about being a mom YouTube tag. So there's 6 questions here that I'm gonna be answering. So welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. If you are new, I'm a working mom of 3 and I like making videos about cleaning, organizing, decorating, homemaking. Basically is what I like doing, but I've been investing more and more into vlogs. So already recently I've been more and more into vlogs and I've been having a lot of fun, and then the reception has been great actually on my vlogs. So guys, thank you guys so much. If you are new, welcome. For those that have been here for some time, I appreciate you guys so much for your continued support. So without wasting any more time, guys, we're gonna talk about being a mom. I became a mom at the age of 23. That's when I had my firstborn child. She's now 12, turning 13 soon. So I now have 3 kids. The firstborn, Kineo, she's 12. No, the secondborn is Grace. She's 7 years old, and then the third one is the boy, Chofa. So he just turned 5 years old. And yeah, I feel like I'm qualified to be in this tag today. And yeah, guys, so without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and get on today's video. We've got 6 questions, like I said. And the first one says, what surprised you most about motherhood? I'm a second born in my home and of 6 people. And I was not surprised about a lot of stuff because I've basically been a deputy mom. I've got 4 siblings, guys, like that comes, 4 siblings, yes, that comes after me. So at some point in my life, I had to help them or take care of them a little bit and stuff. So I don't think there was anything that surprised me when I became a mom myself. I was not quite surprised by a lot of stuff, because the only thing that surprised me is I didn't know that the boys, like the people that we make kids with, they can choose to not participate. I just didn't know. That one surprised me a lot. I'm like, okay, so them boys can choose, or they're gonna do it with you or they're not gonna do it with you. And I'm not saying do it with me like in terms of forcing yourself to be in a relationship with me to raise these kids. I'm talking about having kids and then sitting by yourself after they tell you the news that I'm pregnant, and then when you get home and then you are like, okay, I'm not gonna choose to participate. I am just not gonna be part of this. And then now only 12 years, and then you chose not to. You're just sitting there on the corner comfortably, and it's okay. Nobody is asking anything. It's okay. Like, it's just normal. Boys is the only thing that surprised me, that boys can get away with it and just choose not to change nappies. They can choose not to have the mental stress that goes with it. They can choose not to be physically there. They can choose not to help with anything. They can actually pretend like the baby does not exist. And with us girls, the moment another thing that surprises me again is, as girls, when you're pregnant, the moment you have a kid, automatically your mind goes into a mother's mode, and then you are like, okay, now I need to treat myself a certain way and act a certain way. I have a kid now, let me work hard, let me save up money, let me do that, trying to make sure that this kid stays alive. But then apparently with the guys, no, it's a choice. Actually, it's a choice. That's the one that surprised me a lot. So the second one says, what do you love most about being a mom? What I love actually about being a mom is, like, guys, my kids just loves me without, I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to, like, they just take me as I am. It's that kind of love. It's pure. It's just pure. These people, they just love you whether you just reprimanded them about something that wrong that they did, and they still come to you as a mom and give you a hug and say to you, I am sorry. Or even if they don't say it with their mouth, but then they will still come to you with that hug, that kiss, to show that, you know what, nothing can ever, like, you know, get in between us. That's the one thing that I love about my kids. And I feel like the only, after God and Jesus Christ, I feel like my kids are the only people that ever loved me like that. These people love me. These people cheer for me. These people are proud of me. These people see things in me that I cannot see in myself. These people help me to grow. These people help me to see the world in another way. They actually get rid of my insecurity in some way. So I mean, that's just what I love about being a mom to my kids. So the third one said, what, if anything, would you change about being a mom? I would wish that I was more, like, I had to learn a lot of things while I'm a mom. Like, I had to work through my emotions and work through my trauma and a whole lot of stuff while I had kids. I feel like if I had a chance, I would have had a chance to, like, go to therapy, to work on myself, so that all the things that I have boiling on the inside of me don't, you know, spill out into my kids. I wish I can just change that one, because there's things where I did not know better, and then I've said things or I've done things in front of them or acted in some way in front of them, and if I had healed or dealt with some other things in my life, I feel like I would have done it better. Like, it would have been better if I have healed first. But unfortunately, we live in a world where trials and tribulations, they happen while you are in the midst of something. Lefase doesn't stop because of you are still going through something. You're still going, even if you're dealing with an issue, something else is happening, you know, in your life. So you just kind of like have to know how to maneuver all of that. But to be honest, I wish I had dealt with the most of my emotional stuff before I can actually have kids. But one thing I've learned recently is that I'm learning with my kids, like the Bible and stuff. Yes, I used to read the Bible, but I feel like now learning with them and opening it with them at the same time helps me. And I feel like I read the Bible on a level of a child, where I feel like I'm speaking to a younger me. I'm reading to a younger me. So it's as if like I'm growing with them rather than, you know, I don't know if it makes sense, but I feel like when I'm watching the Bible tales on YouTube and stuff, I feel like I get to learn on their level, and then it's more interesting in that way. And I feel like I'm a child in front of God. Like, sometimes they will come to me with a story from a Bible, and then I will tell them, like, recently they were talking about David and stuff and Goliath and all. So I had to come with that adult input, and we started talking about that, and then they would correct me in some way. I'm like, oh, okay, then it makes perfect sense. Like, everybody, like I said, I'm just learning at a level of a child, and I feel like that's the spirit that I want right now in my life, without having a bigger head or coming to God with a bigger head and arrogant as if I know, and when I actually don't know. So my kids, I feel like they kind of take me back to where I have to be the child of God, like a baby of God, so I can learn without arrogance. So that's the thing I can take from that. So the fourth one say, how are you different as a parent than your own mother was? Hey guys, now I'm more of a military base. It's a military base. We are running. I know, and this is where a lot of people will come and judge and just say things, but I want things to be done a certain way. I like teaching kids by way more independent and do their own stuff. And when I'm doing those, I do it like we're in a military base, where I'm saying, put your shoes away. If I'm saying now, put please hang your thing, please. Then please do this. Like, it's like we are at the military. You know what, at the military, guys, when they're waking up, like they're making their bed, then they put their shoes the certain way, you put your clothes the certain way. There's no just doing things because, and okay, I'll do it in my own time or what, you know. I'm like, okay, now to it, get to it. And my mom would be like, okay, you don't want to do it, or she does not want to do it, then she will pick up after herself. I felt like she was more tired because she kind of let us get away with a whole lot of stuff, and I feel like she was doing that to actually try and help herself to have more time to herself. Do you understand? Where you are like, okay, maybe, you know, like, for example, cooking dinner with the kids or cooking breakfast with the kids, that whole task ends up taking a whole lot of time because you're doing with kids. And my mom will be like, you know what, let me just do this thing so that we can be done and over with and never have to worry about the mess, you know. But I'm not like that. I'm like, you are going to clean that thing, do that, because I don't want to be in a rush or okay, I just want to see the place clean again. So I just don't want the mental frustration of me seeing shoes there and then this person does not want to see them. I'm telling you, when I see you, I'll say, please go remove your shoes. Then I turn around, you still did not remove them, and I'll go on the other side and say, please remove your shoes. Like, I won't remove them until you do it, because it's what you're supposed to do. So my mom will just kind of do it because she just wants the house to just be clean and get it over and done with. That's how different I am from my mom. Because like, I'll be there, like, hey, I said. My mom will be like, hey, you know what? Let me just remove them and then peace, be still, you know. So yeah, guys. So that's how I'm different from my mom. Number 5 says, what has been the most difficult part of motherhood for you? The difficult part, guys, has been the emotional part of it, where you feel like I need to check out, but you can't check out. Somebody did say that having a kid is like having a tattoo on your forehead. What? I don't remember what did they say. Then that's the thing I hate, especially about being a single mom, because it's not checking out. I don't think you can decide to check out now and do it now. That has been the most hardest thing, because the emotional part wants you to withdraw right there and then, but then you are kind of like are not allowed to do it in the moment because the kids are here. That is the hardest thing, because like sometimes I would want to just go and have some time by myself and cry it out, but then I don't, and then the kids end up seeing me with tears in my eyes and stuff, because they are coming at that moment and I need to attend to that. But then I've got kids around me that I need to attend to, but I'm in my own emotional zone. And like I said in the other question that I just answered, like, life does not wait for you to, you know, cry a little bit and say, okay, come back in the ring. You know, they don't say, okay, now she is stressed, she's having issues, go outside, then we'll come back in the ring once you feel better. You are in the boxing ring, emotions, then another thing is happening, and then you're like boxing around and you just, you know, so there's no time. So that is the only thing that I feel like it's like the most difficult part of motherhood for me, because you can't check out. Number 6, which is the last one, says, what words of wisdom do you have for other moms? I gave this actually advice to my little sister on her baby shower, that I would just advise for you to do your own stuff and stuff, because people will bully you for things that you actually want to do for your own child and for yourself. Like the issue of breastfeeding for 2 years, and the issue of giving kids food before 6 weeks, guys. I haven't had a kid in a long time. 6 weeks, and is it 6 months? 6 months, yeah, 6 months and stuff before they start solids and stuff, guys. That issue actually causes people to like fight you, want to fight you physically, and it's because they feel insecure about something, or they feel bad by not standing up for themselves to their grandmother about I know he's gonna post something right now as well in the comments, because I've never had this conversation with a mom, especially here in Limpopo, where a lot of people still believe, I don't even know what, still believe in what is that? But they will eat you alive. Like if you talk about breastfeeding for 2 years, or you talk about giving your kids food after 6 months, your head will get beaten. So that's one thing that I have realized. So I feel like those people, they feel better about their decision or not standing up for their kids. To whoever said they must not do those things, and then now they just want to attack you. They'll even barogele manese when you are in that conversation. Abalwala ba we. Ya khona ga re na ke la like ke lela ke ngwana bo shogo ka muka asaja ye what, like it's just defense mode. And we are just talking, and I'm not trying to saying you're a bad mom by not doing that. We'll just be in a conversation. Okay, this is what you're doing, this is what I am doing, and then see what works or what doesn't work. But then it ends up being a fight. So like I was saying, I advise my little sister born, when I for now don't listen to me because I've got 3 kids, or your mom got 6 kids and stuff. She does what she does because she likes doing what she does. My mom got married actually when she was young. When she got married, she moved to my dad's side. So there, you don't sweep at night. Ne? They don't allow you to sweep at night or do meal prep. You see, or okay, my kids, if I don't do this, and then I won't have time to be with my kids or play with my kids, I will forever be stressed. My mom saw that I'm gonna be too stressed. Let me sweep at night and clean the kitchen and do this at night while my kids are sleeping. Then tomorrow morning is all us playing and everything. I'm telling you about somebody who's like of the older generation and stuff. So they bashed her because of cleaning at night. Then they're like, you can't clean at night. It's against our culture. It's against what. But then that culture thing or whatever tradition thing does not work for her with 6 kids, and you don't help her, but you're telling her about some tradition that you don't come there every morning to come help her with their kids. She's the one that's supposed to be with their kids, thinking, oh, okay, if I clean the house now, then tomorrow I'll have a chance to be with my kids, because I know I don't have help. She does not have help. Where she was, it's not her, where she was born, it's my dad's home, and there's nobody that she knows. She's just new. She's a kid herself, because she got married young, like 18, 19, somewhere there. So she's a kid herself. So why would you be giving advices that don't work for you? Like, don't work for the person who's actually living that life on a daily. So that's what I told my little sister born. Make the decisions for your kid. Whatever feels fine with you, like inside, please do that. Don't even worry about, inform yourself, yes, and read what you can and stuff. But then from reading and hearing everybody else's story, see or now, okay, which one are you gonna be comfortable with? So that's the advice that I would give to any mom. You know what, whatever feels comfortable to you, do it. It's the best thing, because people will tell you, oh, please don't leave this relationship because you've got 3 kids with this person, what's going to happen? So you rather have kids grow through that trauma of this person abusing them emotionally, because you want them to grow up with a dad, like a dad probably who get arrested all the time in front of the kids, who smokes drugs and takes drugs and everything. Then you're like, okay, I'm not gonna break up with him because the kids are not gonna have a father figure. That is not even a father figure. That person needs help. That needs help. So I'm just gonna leave this video right here. That's my advice. Like, just do what feels right with you and you're okay with it, so that you don't feel like you need to attack other people for what they're doing. Then you don't have to feel it. You won't even feel bad about what you're doing, because those people will even make you feel bad about you. 6 months or for two years. They will make you feel horrible because they know it's truth. Because then manessa, they tell us, or breastfeeding is good for the kid. Like, please breastfeed until 2 years, unless if you have issues, then we can deal with those issues. And then again, please give kids food after 6 months. There's reasons for that. And then you gonna go wild because somebody chose to. And but again, I don't know if you guys follow Candice. Candace Owens always talk sense to me, like she was giving this example or now, in most black communities, if they make you feel bad for speaking good proper English, then all of a sudden and everything. By choosing to educate yourself better and learning the right stuff, the right way of saying things, then when you start saying them, you are no longer welcome in their circles because you choose education, or you choose to do things. Just by choosing to do things differently or to do things the way that you feel is the right way, you're gonna get bashed for that, you know. So I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. So that's the last question that I had. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and also subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next one.